What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for another week of the WRL Xfinity Series Tyler's League, and tonight we are at my very favorite track on iRacing. We are at Darlington. Unfortunately, Tyler is no fun, so it's a night race, but it's Darlington nonetheless, so I'm going to enjoy the heck out of this one. This is obviously the track that I have circled on any schedule I run, anything I see. It is my favorite track. It's arguably my best track. And again, I come in here fully confident in being able to run right at the sharp end, no matter the car. But certainly in this Xfinity car, certainly in the Gen 4 car, and we saw in K5 and the 87's car, even I can be quite good around here. So this is where I feel good. This is where I feel confident, and we're going to see how it goes. So unfortunately, Nico is like asleep or something, so we don't have a Nico tonight, but we still have 11 cars, which is great. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's fun. Should be a good battle at the front with Andrew and Daniel as usual. We have a couple new names in here: Brady, Ryan, some people I haven't raced before. So hopefully everybody has a good time. We have 90 laps here tonight. Should be close on fuel. I think if it goes green, we got, by my math, we can do 46, 47 laps at the absolute most at kind of normal pace slash hard pace. So it's going to be tight to make it to halfway. So cautions may play a strategy factor. We only have two sets of tires laying, which will play a strategy factor for sure. So ideally we go past halfway, get to 40, 45, somewhere in there, get a yellow, can pit, then we still have a set lane in case there's a caution at 70 or whatever the case may be. So we'll see how it goes. Again, thanks to Tyler for putting this all together. Hopefully we can win one for Bryce tonight. Bryce wanted to be here. He's been riding the Xfinity car more lately and enjoying it, but he is off racing Kyle Larson in a go-karting event. So good luck to Bryce. But I told him I'd try to win this one for him. So again, thanks Tyler for putting all this on. It's great to see 11 guys here tonight. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's fun. Everybody enjoys it. Make sure you drop that like and sub down below if you're new. Don't want you to miss any of the action from iRacing, other racing games, anything else we do. So thankful for each and every one of you, and I'm still having a blast and excited to get back to more regular racing. I had some time off from just being busy and crazy life. So yeah, we're going to see how it goes, but grab your drinks, grab your snacks. Should be a fun one. I do think strategy is going to play a factor tonight, so keep an eye out for that. So let's get on the grid, and we will get ready to rock and roll. Did choose to qualify for this because passing is difficult here and traffic can really get you in trouble. I didn't run any practice, but again, this is the track I feel most comfortable at, I would think so. Decided to take a chance at qualifying. Did actually put on the pole, which I was a little bit surprised by. I thought we had top 3 or 4 speed on single lap pace, but definitely long run's going to be my strength here. We just got to get everything spread out and then go for that. See who wants to fire off hard and who doesn't. So we'll play it by ear. Again, night race isn't that much fun here, but the set's still very loose. There's a lot of grip, which is going to break the rear tires loose. So saving right rear is going to be absolutely paramount, which I think I'm as good as any non-pro or pro-level driver. Certainly around this particular track, I think I'm as good at saving right rear here as anybody. So hopefully that plays into our favor. Just got to keep the right front on it, and we should be okay on the long run. But again, who knows how strategy works out or how difficult passing is, and anything can happen here. It's a crazy racetrack, which is part of why I love it. So we are ready to go. Again, 2 sets laying is not very many, but it'll be better than having no sets laying. So we are going to need at least 1 pit stop again for fuel, if nothing else. But again, we'll play it by ear, see how it works out. So only 1 pace lap here. Green flight comes out extremely late here, but so we'll have to play that by ear and make sure we don't spin the tires too much. Have to navigate probably being side by side through turn 1. Don't really want to fight anybody for the first probably 10 to 15 laps again. Much like we did a couple weeks ago at Chicagoland, I think the long run is going to be the most important thing. So if people want to go hard in the short run, they can go ahead and be my guest. The only problem with that is, again, it is very difficult to pass here, especially if someone is all over the place and not really cooperating with how much letting you go into turn 1. Really, my general rules is if someone gets a look on me and they're faster, I'll let them go. But the kind of accepted thing here is if someone gets to my left side door going into turn 1, I'll let them go, even if they're forcing the issue, just because it's not worth it to go get wrecked in turn 1 or put in the fence or whatever. So we'll see how it shakes out. Appreciate you all so very much. Again, hope you're having a great day, and hope you enjoy this one. I'm sure going to. And without further ado, let's get to it. Careful of wheel spin. I don't think it'll be a factor, but it may be. He got away pretty well there, actually. Andrew spun him just a little bit. Settle right into our rhythm here immediately if we can. No rush. I think JD's going to have a good run. He had a pretty good run here in the 87's car. I wonder if he got penalty Andrew did for jumping to start there. That was strange. But regardless, I think that JD has a good chance to run well tonight. He was pretty good here in K5 in the 87's. It is throwback night, so a lot of the field you'll see is running throwback paint schemes, of course. I asked if I could throw it back to myself, half jokingly, being around as long as I have, but we're just throwing our usual purple and blue CF Mobile that will paint it up for us, so big thanks to him for doing that. I don't know what the penalty is for a jump start. Is it a lap? I don't know what the black flag is, length, if it's a drive-through or what, but unfortunately it looks like Ryan has had some kind of issue there. He's already gone towed or something and gone a lap down. Andrew's going to come out right in front of us. We're probably not going to pass him because I'm not in attacking mode by any means. He's kind of got to go hard now, knowing that he has to stay on this lead lap, of course. So not going to fight Daniel or JD. If they want to go, they can go nuts. Not just going to jump out of the way, but if they get a run show a nose, I'll let them go. Great lap that time for Tyler. He's coming up through the field quite quickly. Full course yellow. That actually bails out Andrew, who wrecked there. Looks like it was Michael and maybe Brian. So Andrew gets back caught up. We'll save a little bit of fuel here. See if anybody decides to pit. I wouldn't imagine they would after 4 laps. But you never know. Pace car coming out here. To wait for it because I forgot that the pace car doesn't speed up now, it just goes at speed. Really annoying. I don't know. I mean, I kind of get why they changed that. It was a clusterfuck, but it also comes out way too late to pick up the leader now, but whatever. Anyways, so nice short run there to start. A couple of guys looks like got some pretty serious damage there. Hopefully they can repair them and get back going. Not concerned because we are not pitting here, not after 4 laps, so. Go into fuel save mode. This doesn't change our fuel strategy any because again pitting from here, you still got to pit, you know, past halfway roughly, so not a huge fuel delta here. It gets interesting when we get to like lap 20 or 30 and see if you come get your first set of tires then. But obviously that puts you in quite a box to, you know, you have to pit again. You have to put your last set of tires on under green if it comes to that point. So, yeah, going to be interesting. We'll play it by ear. Looks like we lost a couple there. Oh, no, Ryan's back going, so maybe Michael can get his car fixed and get going again. Brian, Dalton, Andrew all coming to pit road. Not sure if they're just getting fuel or not. So the new top 5 is myself, Daniel, JD, Tyler, and Brady. So a little bit of a shake-up. I assume that Andrew not jumped to start, but just was ahead of me at some point in the restart zone, which you're not allowed to be. So easy to do. We have all been there. Unfortunately, Michael looks like he had terminal damage, so he's done. So that's very unfortunate. But yeah, so you can't ever pass the leader or get ahead of them coming into green after the pace car's gone. So it does give you a black flag for that, but again, like he said, thankfully he got bailed out, so he can get back caught up and get going again, and hopefully he can drive back up here and we can have a good battle. Still not concerned about you know, racing anybody at this point. If they want to go, they can go nuts. I think again, tire wear is going to be a premium. If we keep getting stack ups like this and spins, maybe not so much, but you know, even from here, if we go to lap 50 even under green, it's definitely going to show up. So. Thought about taking the top there, honestly, just to try it, since we have a chance here early in the race, but a couple couple of guys were on pit road there. Who was that? Ryan back on pit road, and Brian also. So they got some damage at least. Hopefully it's not too bad. Andrew and Dalton came to pit road. Looks like they're going to be 7th and 8th, so not too far back here. Got JD up behind us, Tyler on the outside of row 2. It's a good time to be the 4 and 0-4. We had that back in Kentucky a couple of months ago where he and I were at the front together for a lot of that race. That was pretty cool. Always love, obviously, 4 and 0-4, 4 being my number, and my other number being 0-5. It's kind of an interesting twist. So anyways, we'll get ready to rock and roll here again. Come to a restart. End of lap 7, so we got 83 to go. Long way to go yet, so hopefully that's our only caution. We can get that out of the way. Can reset here. Good restart. JD is going to get clear to 2nd place here, so great restart for him also. Daniel immediately back to the inside off turn 2, trying to get back to around to the back up there. That's all. Oh, and now they're all wrecking. Way overdrove that corner there, Daniel did. I got away with it, but he just killed JD. I'm not sure what that was all about. He was so hell-bent on dive bombing in there and passing JD that he just ran to the back of me, fenced himself, fenced JD, and JD got the worst of it, so. Let him go. Tyler's right behind us. Andrew not far behind either, so get into a nice rhythm here. We'll cycle out. Not concerned. My car feels okay. He hit me in the left rear, so we're probably okay. If he would have hit me in the right rear, we might have a little bit of aero damage that would hurt us, but just left rear, even though he hit us pretty hard, probably doesn't make too much of a difference handling-wise, so we should be fine. Tyler coming on the charge as well. Anybody that wants to go is more than welcome to go. Not in any hurry here at this point. Try to do some studying of where everybody else is making lap time other than off of turn 2, which is just it's a commitment thing to get off of turn 2 hard, as well as just knowing that you're going to burn your tires off, so not in any interest in doing that right now. Tyler's going to try to roll around the top here of 3 and 4 again. He did that the previous lap. You can build a good momentum up there, but it doesn't seem like it's enough to come up and make an overtake into turn 1 again. You really got to get to a guy's door for him to give it to you, most likely, so we'll see. I wouldn't imagine any of those stoppers there, Andrew being the main one. I wouldn't imagine any of them coming with tires on there. Like, there's no way, but maybe they did. Maybe they are just playing the long game. I don't know. I can't imagine you'd put tires on here at lap 4. That would just be insane, but maybe they did. So Andrew's coming up here, Brady as well. If they want to go, when they get some runs, we'll just let them go. Pace ourselves. Absolutely no hurry. Been quite a while since I've driven the Xfinity car here. Again, since then we've driven the 87 and the Gen 4. Oh, we're gonna get wrecked there by Brady. We're good. All right. All right. Oh, that's not going to help our rear tires any. So that's the second time that we've gotten run over now by someone that's just driving so hard. Like, I get it's nighttime and there's more grip, but, goddamn, like, see you in 5 laps. It is what it is, obviously. And again, I would have let you go anyways, but that gap was not big enough to put a car into. And again, maybe he's new, doesn't have a lot of time at Darlington. Whatever the case may be, it's like, damn, you got to... A little bit of patience goes a long way on lap 13 or 14 or whatever of a 90 lap race, even if I'm slow as shit right now. But It's all good. We will take it and move on. Again, I don't really want to run any faster. That time we did hit the wall with the right rear, but thankfully I was able to keep the right front out of it. Very important to, again, save that right front tire, so don't want to have any front damage. So I feel good about where we're at. And again, I'm not overly concerned about these guys driving away right now. We can see where we're at, you know, lap 30 or so, and then see if we need to start running a little harder to make up some more time or whatever. But for now, I feel all right. I think we can pretty easily go back through the field if I wanted to, but I do not want to at this point, so. Again, I imagine that most guys here are going to struggle with right rear. Just sliding the car, trying to get off, especially turn 2, so. That's my biggest concern right now. Everything else will fall into where it needs to be. A little concerned about burning up my right front on the entry center of turn 3 here, but I think I have a feeling in a line that I feel comfortable with. Again, it's been a really long time since I've been in the Xfinity car here at night. But even, again, in the daytime, it's similar, but not exactly the same of how you approach it in your lines and stuff. But again, I gotta get my brain out of Gen 4 mode. Gen 4 was much more sensitive to throttle, obviously, and then 87 was much more sensitive to the right front, of course. So I'll figure it out. By the time we get to that second run, I'll be where I need to be, but we just gotta get to that point. So get through the pit cycle, of course. So yeah, if it goes green from here, it'll be interesting to see when everybody comes to pit road and when they don't. We're gonna be at, again, probably roughly 45 to 50 now with that caution early on with fuel saving. So see how that all shakes out. Of course, you could flip it the other way and pit on, you know, 42. Go from there. Our fuel and everything set here, just assuming we're going to be under green. Looks like we got fuel to go to roughly lap 50, maybe a little further. So we'll just kind of play it off of where everybody around us is here. One guy leaving the pits. Looks like it's Brian there. He's usually pretty good about letting leaders go. So hopefully he's got his car fixed and can get back up to speed. He probably got tires since he was damaged, so. Drug the right front a little bit that lap. Not crazy, but just a little bit. Catch Brian in a really awkward spot here. Top there, which wasn't ideal, but we got away with it. Appreciate Brian for letting us all go and holding the line, which easier said than done as a lap car. I've been there, so appreciate that, especially around this place. Two in front here are definitely sliding the right rear big time on corner exit, which is really going to hurt them. Again, we still got at least 20-25 laps here until pit stops, so they're accelerating big time in the center of 3, which is, again, going to burn that right rear up. Might not hurt them as bad here being a night race. They might get away with it, but they're definitely not going to, when they want to go, have as much left as I'm going to have just chilling here. So hopefully we get a chance to use that. If it just goes green for a while and we can get a long run, that would be nice. This guy's running really hard. I also don't want to let Andrew get away and be able to get through Daniel not at the same time as I do. That would be a big advantage to him. This guy's all over the place. So yeah, we got to find some kind of pace there. Tyler kind of got stuck battling in behind Brian there and lost about a second and a half to us through that cycle for the last couple laps, so he's fallen back. Dennis has as well, and then Dalton behind Dennis. So those are your 7 cars on lead lap. A lot of cars have had issues and damage now and stuff at this point. JD came to pit road. I assume he was very broken after that big hit, so feel bad for him. I just talked about him and kind of got screwed over and jinxed there by a guy that was wildly out of control for a corner, but it's all good. Fueling up now should get us to the finish. I assure you, Mr. Crew Chief, it will not, but maybe another 10 or 15 laps you could think about it, but not from here for sure. I know it's basing the pace off of where we're going now and the caution that was in there, but there's no way that we have enough fuel to go from here, so whatever. Again, I kind of feel just good about where we're hanging. I don't really want to have to race this guy ahead here. He's being really aggressive and sliding all over the place using multiple lanes. And again, Andrew and Daniel, although much, much faster and very, very talented, both of them. We've had great racing this season with both of them, so they're both great drivers, and I can still see both of them, so I feel comfortable from where we're at in the race right now, not even a third of the way in. Tyler is starting to close us back down just a little bit. He will probably get to us at some point. Again, if he wants to go, we'll let him go, not concerned, so. I think Daniel got the fence there just a little bit. Andrew will be up to him before too long here. I just touched the fence there slightly. Not gonna let me go, of course. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? That's just a respect thing. Like, I get it, we're fighting for a spot, whatever, but you're slow. Like, the guy gets to your door in turn 1 here, you just let him go. It's just what you do. So instead, cost us both 3/10, so that's all good. Overdrove 3 quite a bit there that time. I gotta not get drawn into a race here at this point. Andrew's gonna go up and go right past Brian. Or sorry, by Daniel, excuse me. Daniel got in the fence there a little bit. So we're good, back to P3 for now. Hopefully we can get a couple of good laps strung together and hold this position. Guy behind is struggling, but obviously he's driving pretty hard. Tyler has caught us down a lot. Andrew started to go a little harder, so we got to try to keep up with him. Get up towards the back of Daniel again if we have to go a little bit harder. Yeah, I don't think the damage is too bad. Hopefully it's not. Doesn't feel like anything's different, but you never know the way the weird physics and aero are on these cars, so we'll see. Daniel up in the fence again. I think he's run out of probably right rear, I would assume, but maybe right front, maybe both. Daniel tried to pitch us off there, but we're going to be able to get the spot. Back to P2. Try to catch Andrew again before we get to pit stop time here in about the next 10-15 laps. Again, we don't have to be right on top of him by any means, but you know, we've had a couple times this year we've come to pit road 2-3 seconds behind him, and that's just a big deficit to have to overcome. So see if we can make up a little time here if he's struggling any. Still don't want to run 100% because that's when you make mistakes around this place, but we'll see if we can run a little harder here and make up any time. I assume there's a good amount of time to be found around that top 3 and 4 and getting the run down the front stretch, but we'll see. It's pulling us quite a bit here actually at the moment, so. Gotta keep chugging. Long way to go, obviously. Like a little bit more rear brake.
Yeah, just clocking laps now. 14 down.
He's killing us in 1 and 2 though. He's beating us 2 or 3 tenths every time. So whatever he's doing down there is working great. Cannot keep up with him, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, some laps we pretty much break even. Some laps he beats us 2 tenths. Tenths that time in 1 and 2. Defense there again on entry. He might have gotten the fence into 3 that time, couldn't quite tell. Still got off of there well though, and we still, again, broke even. So. Tricky. Again, I wish this was a day race. This is pretty boring at night. It's just unlimited grip on the front tires, so. It sucks, but not my league, so I can't complain about it. Well, now we play the waiting game, see when he wants to stop. We've got 10 laps of fuel left, so we could go again to about lap 50 if we want.
That was rough.
Not sure what I want to do exactly. Daniel is going to pit now. He's done. All right. Gonna try to run a little more rear brake, see if I can get the thing to rotate a little bit better in 3 and 4. I feel like I've just started to cook the right front off a little bit, so. Yeah, he's just beating us like a tenth or 2 tenths every time in 1 and 2. I'm not quite sure where it is, to be honest with you. It's pretty crazy. He's flying right now. And then again, lap like that, we beat him 2 tenths in 3 and 4, so I'm stumped. I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, break even. Very strange. Yep, a little bit of time there, only a tenth though. Tyler pitted that lap. Wall pretty good that time. Just touched it, pushing hard though in 3, trying to carry center speed because obviously we're lacking it down on this end. I don't know what I need. We're definitely better in 3 and 4, but I don't know why. I don't know where it's coming from, so it's hard to maximize it and exploit it, you know? But then he's so much better down here. Is it, you know, he's just accelerating hard and just living with it, or not sure what it is exactly. I mean, we're getting towards being out of fuel here, so another tenth there in 3 and 4. Very strange. Just killing me off of 2 though. That's about as high as I dare. That was actually probably a little bit too high, but that's okay. I don't know. I am so stumped on. He's killing us in 1 and 2, and we're beating him in 3 and 4, and I don't really know why. Got 2 laps of fuel left, so we'll see if he pits here. Otherwise, we'll just pit and get through this traffic. So we'll see. I don't really want to follow him. Pretty much a full commitment pit entry. It wasn't quite perfect, but it was pretty good. Four tires, full tank of fuel. Curious what the tires are going to be. Pretty good pit entry. 69.82, so yep, definitely burned the right front off, as I kind of expected. We have 25 seconds of repairs. Alright, so maybe we hit a lot harder than I thought we did, but obviously we can't do anything about it right now and fix it, so. See how we cycle here. I realize that those guys that came with fuel and probably do have another 2 or 3 laps if they wanted to. So that's why they were able to stay out there. Cycled okay. Gotta remember what fresh tires feel like here. Not spin out and kill myself. See how we cycle. It's gonna be close. We should be able to get ahead though. Definitely gonna get ahead. We must have had a pit penalty. Okay.
What happened?
The only thing I can think of is pit penalty.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's kind of anticlimactic. Well, now I kind of want to yell it so we can stack them up again, because otherwise we're just going to cruise out here, which, again, I like winning, but I like having fun. I was really excited for that because I was gonna undercut him for sure with the entry lap and how much speed we'd fallen off there. I was gonna get by him, but obviously he was a little faster for again 20, 30 laps, and then the last couple we seemed to be a tenth faster, but we were 2 seconds behind, so it didn't really do very much for us. So very strange, very unfortunate. Again, that's why you just gotta not make any mistakes. So we gotta get back going here, get in control, chill, make sure we're smart. Obviously we have some gap now back to Tyler. Still got 37 to go, so it's not over by any means yet. We don't have very much traffic ahead of us here. Pretty sparse, everybody's pretty spread out at this point. Dennis has now gotten up to third, Dalton's up to fourth. But again, they pitted, or at least Dalton did a couple laps after I did, so we should have plenty of fuel and tires to not be under any threat. Again, Tyler was quick there for the first half of that run, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if he took this gap down to about 2 seconds or so. We'll just keep chilling. Thank you, appreciate it. So, back to cruise chill mode. So everybody stopped and cycled around at this point. Kind of a messy race for WRL standards, I'm not going to lie. I was going to say everybody should get in contact with Nico, Tyler, myself if you want to come join us. Again, Gen 4 League and Truck Leagues are starting after the new year, which is going to be great. Very excited for that, Gen 4 specifically, but trucks will be great also. They have a great roster filled out for that, so let me know if you're interested. But usually it's a really clean, really well-run, organized race. I mean, back a couple weeks ago in Chicago, you saw 15 laps there. We were all on top of each other under a blanket, just dicing for like 2nd through 9th or whatever, and that was a ton of fun, but been messy. We had that first couple laps wrecked there tonight, and a lot of pit road issues and people hitting the fence and mistakes, and even myself. I mean, I'm not obviously one that hit the fence a lot, but we hit it pretty good that one time off turn 4. And of course we had a couple other issues with getting put in the wall, but that's no matter. So yeah, 25 seconds of damage we had though. That's a significant amount. I didn't realize it was that bad. It's not, you know, catastrophic or anything. It's not performance inhibiting, but it's definitely slowing us down a little bit. It's definitely hurting our handling. 25 seconds. It's not like we just, you know, Phoenix, you know, this car was notorious at Phoenix going through the dog leg. You used to pick up, you know, 6 to 10 seconds of damage over the course of a run there from just dragging the splitter across the apron there, and that was, you know, enough to, you know, hurt your splitter a little bit in your ultimate pace, but in the end of the day, it wasn't very much damage at all that you fixed, you know, on a pit stop or whatever. But 25 seconds is a pretty significant amount of damage, so I'm not going to blame that on being a little bit off pace, but it's certainly not helping anything, so. Anyways, we got just over 30 to go here. We'll come back to 31 to go. Again, just in cruise mode. We got past that crucial point, like I said, where everybody put set tires on. We got past halfway, no problem. So now at this point with 30 to go, if we get a yellow, we'll probably put tires on, because even, let's say, you'd need the full 20 laps. But again, with 4 cars on the lead lap at this point, plus 5, whoever the lucky dog is, whoever's in 5th. I don't even know who's 5th right now. Who is 5th right now? Is it still Andrew after he left? I mean, we have a lot of cars, a lot of laps down here, so it might be, because yeah, Brady's still 6th, so I think JD, no, sorry, not JD, who's 7th? Ryan, sorry, is going to inherit 5th here in a little while, because yeah, Andrew's still 5th, so Ryan's 14 laps down, and about 7 laps here, he's going to become 5th place, so we got 4 cars on lead lap, and then 14 laps down, so definitely a 4-car fight at the front, but you know, if we get a yellow right now, tempted not to take tires, but again, if we go beyond about lap 70, you're definitely going to want to put tires on, because, you know, 20 laps to go, you can run pretty hard, and even then, being 4th, put fresh tires on if you got them, which nobody's going to do. They're all going to just come to pit with me, so interesting decision, interesting call, but I don't think that that's going to come to fruition, because you can't afford to be out here from 4th on old tires for 30 laps. You know, 5 laps you might be able to get away with it, but not 30. So anyways, that's just kind of where my head's at. I know some of you guys like when I talk through my thought process as far as strategy and feeling and all that type of stuff. So that's where we're at. Again, going to be a great night for Tyler in the points. Dalton as well. Obviously, Andrew's still going to get 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere in there. But Nico's obviously going to lose a lot of points. But yeah, it's going to be a great points night for both Tyler and Dalton as they try to chase down Andrew for the points lead. We will be back in this car next week. We haven't run very many back-to-back weeks of this, but we will be back next week at Lime Rock, so very much looking forward to that. Obviously, love Lime Rock. What was the other road race we did? The Roval, that was a lot of fun a couple months ago now, so excited for Lime Rock. And then if my schedule allows, I will be in Atlanta. I think it's mid-December. I can't remember. It's after we get back from when I'm going to be out of the country, I believe. It's like between then and Christmas. There's like one of those 2 weeks in there, 3 weeks. So, yeah, or maybe it's right after Christmas. I don't remember. Regardless, plan to be there. Obviously love old Atlanta. Probably my second best racetrack, my second favorite oval. So that's the plan at least. So this will be, I think, let's see, we won at the Roval, we won at Chicago, we won at Kentucky, and we might have won one more. I think we're 4 for 4. I'm missing one though. What else did we win? I don't remember where else we ran, but I think we're 4 for 4. But regardless, again, I'd love to pick up another one tonight. Knock on wood. Hopefully we can finish this out with 25 to go. And then hopefully we can go on the Lime Rock and be competitive there and hope to pick up another win. And we'll have to go to Atlanta and try to sweep again. I'm a little bit salty about the 87 series that Tyler ran over the summer, just a quick 6-race series. We were leading on the final lap at Talladega. Those of you that watch the channel a lot might remember that. And incidental contact, but I was pretty upset about just because it was not smart driving by JD. But obviously we've gone on to let it be in the past and been good friends. But we were like a tri-oval away from winning at Talladega, and then won the rest of the 5 races. And then we were went to the season finale at Atlanta. I won all the poles because I won at Talladega the pole somehow, and Dennis beat us by just a tiny amount for the pole at Atlanta. So we almost swept everything, but shit happens. So I didn't expect to sweep everything here. Definitely a much stronger field and longer races and more strategy with the fuel limit and stuff. So yeah, that's how it all plays out. But regardless, I feel like we've had a great season so far. Again, hopefully we can finish this one out now. We've done all the hard work, fought early, learned a lot. Again, really unfortunate that we can't battle Andrew. I was really looking forward to that. That was going to be a lot of fun. But no matter, we'll try to re-up our battle next time out at Lime Rock, and then one more at Atlanta if all goes to plan. So feel good. We got, what, 23 to go here, so still a little bit of a ways. Tyler has cut that lead down under 4 seconds. Again, at this point, if we do get a yellow, we'll just come put some tires on, so not much to worry about here. I do want to go as chill as possible, though, just in case we, for some reason, need to stay out. Like if it's a green-white checkered, you don't necessarily want to pit. I know there are only 4 cars on the lead lap, but I'm not 100% sure in 2 laps you can get back. If everybody gets tires or someone gets 2 tires, for example, you can get back and forth. So we'll keep it and play it by ear. Obviously, smart call. If there's yellow and it's going to be a green-white checkered, you come put your tires on. You just try your best for 2 laps, because even somebody on 2 tires there is going to be struggling for grip. Even if their pace is fine, they're not going to be able to just block all the lanes. So goal is definitely to have the grip and just go where they're not, basically. So again, just keeping all that in the back of my mind as we go on here. There's the yellow. What did I tell you? Oh, throwing yellow. Did somebody die? Fun flag. 20 to go. What do you do now? I think you got a pit, though. I think you got a pit.
Heard we had debris in turn 3. Gonna check that out.
Debris in turn 3. Probably my fucking back TV panel from smacking the fence earlier, although that was off of 4, so. Well, this will make it interesting. Myself, Tyler, Dalton, and Dennis are up at the front here.
Alright, what's the lead one? 70 feet.
Had to remember that I couldn't pass the pace car there. That would have been bad. So a couple guys will get laps back with wave rounds and such, but we'll come in, we'll put our last set of 4 tires on it, call it good. Going to put fuel in to make sure the balance stays the same. I feel good about our pace and where we're at. We're going to have, again, 17, 18 to go, somewhere in there. Should be fine. Definitely not long enough to run 100%, but we should be okay, I would think. So we just got to have a nice pit stop here. Don't slide my box. Nice. 96.96 that time. So much better, obviously. Shorter run. So now it's straight shootout time. Myself, Tyler, Dennis, and Dalton. So that'll be the fight for the, obviously, the lead lap cars. Hopefully we can all survive, keep going. Again, we're going to be at, what, 18 to go restart here, so that's plenty. Get a couple wave rounds in JD and Brady. 13, 15, and 15 laps down for those guys. So it's a good fight for, like, 5th place here. Only a couple laps between all of them. Again, our balance should be pretty good. Get the full fuel there to make sure it stays the same if we know. Keep all of our settings. They actually did pit Brady and JD there, so not going to take the wave round. Probably makes sense. There's no reason to. When you're that many laps down, even if you can get a spot, you're not really fighting anything. So I'll take the bottom again. Why not? So 18 lap shootout. Again, Tyler was fast on the short run, so he probably is rigging this for himself. But again, Dalton's usually very fast on short run, and even Dennis as well. So definitely got our work cut out for us, because that long run strength I have with the right rear no longer really matters at all. So 18 laps is not going to be enough to flash the tires or anything. So hopefully all those guys can get back out here and finish this puppy out with us. Shootout time, love to see it. Beautiful Nexus Designs, the title sponsor for the WRL Xfinity Series. So thanks Nexus for all your great support, designing and everything. So good paint scheme that Tyler's got there. We're ready to go again. Again, fresh tires, so shouldn't really be any wheel spin, but just gotta be careful of it, be aware of it. Brian's still in the pits, so he might lose his 5th place here. Pretty good restart. Tyler got to my right side. He's going to try to throttle up here in 3 and 4. He's going to hang on the right rear. They're wrecking behind us. I think they both wrecked. Dennis and Dalton there, so. Okay. Then there were 2. Wow. Never seen that, or haven't seen that very often at least, where 2 of the forward lead lap cars wreck each other. So. I guess hopefully they're good to go at least, because they can still get top 5s obviously. But yeah, now we're dealing with just Tyler and I, so that's always cool. So now obviously we'll be down to about 11, 12 to go, somewhere in there. We got 16 there. Thankfully, only did like 1 lap on the tires there, so not too bad. Curious to see. I'm going to go back and watch lap 13, whatever there, see how bad the damage is, what happened. Yeah, 25 seconds. I mean, we hit the fence that one time really hard off a 4, but that was, you know, a 5 or 10 second damage kind of hit. But to get another 15 or 20 from that hit on the right rear, I don't know. I still don't really know what happened, obviously. We didn't get to watch it, but I thought that I was letting Andrew go and Brady just filled a hole that wasn't there. But I don't know. I don't want to say anything until I watch it. So we'll go back and watch that. It was lap 13 or 14. Someone's got the lucky dog, I assume. Yep, 45, so that gives another lap to Brian. Nope, he's coming up the bottom. So I'll put him back to 12 laps down. Still a close fight between Ryan, Brady, and JD there. So unfortunate, a lot of death here tonight. Not the usual for the series. Again, we're going to be at 13 to go for this restart. So again, still a short run, but not a run where you can just run 100%. You can't run 100% for 13 laps, I don't think. I can't, at least, for sure. So we'll see. Tyler almost got us around the top there in 3 and 4 on that last restart, so we'll have to do our best to make sure we get off of turn 2 well, because that's really where that came from, was him getting off turn 2, getting a big run. We went defensive into 3, make sure we got our bottom lane that we needed to go from there. Again, here 13 laps, I can definitely run harder. I don't think I can run 100%, so we'll play it by ear. We'll take the bottom again. Can't remember if we have green or white checkers, but regardless. So obviously Dennis is able to continue because he is back here up in 3rd place. Dalton hopefully will be able to continue. Looks like he will at least keep running because he's going to get 4th, so at the worst. Oh, it's single file because it's consecutive?
Yeah, let's do it single because I guess we only did a couple laps.
10-4. So I guess we're going single because it's back-to-back caution laps, so probably a wise thing, but obviously helps me probably get a little bit better of a restart compared to Tyler. Obviously we get an extra car length to start, so we'll see. Dalton gets an EOL since he's coming around from the pits. Makes sense. So 13 to go. Hopefully we can get going here and go green, cycle out some more, and Tyler and I can resume the battle. First restart on old tires. Obviously they're just barely scuffed in. Less than 2 laps of hard, but still not fresh, so. Tyler wanted to go. Dennis might have some serious damage. He's lost a lot of time already there, so. Alright, now we gotta resume the battle and go to fights, so. See what we can do. Tyler really sailed it off into 3. Rightfully so, he's probably got more confidence here on the fresh tires than I've got, so. All over us though, he's gonna make us work for this, 11 more. It's a long way, and that was my best lap of the race, so obviously he's flying. I think it's officially go time, 8.5 laps left. Obviously, we learned that first restart. I can't let him get to my right rear, so I guess we're going to have to start around the top of 3 and 4 just to make sure we prevent that. At least when he's close, which he is, so. Dalton looks to also be very broken. We're already catching him. That was at least my fastest lap, but apparently the fastest lap, so. Oh, there's P7. Brady probably got some tires there and just ran a flyer, so makes sense. Yeah, Dalton looks to be very broken. He's just going to be out of the way. Appreciate him. Yeah, very broken. Look at that poor car. A little bit free there on power. Touched the fence. We got away with it. Just a little bit of a slide. Don't really like that top of 3 and 4, but I think it's the best way to kind of be defensive while still keeping lap time. At least off of 4. It probably hurts me in the 3, but probably the best way to do things off of 4, so. Still right on top of us though. We got 5 laps left. That's a lot of time, but not that much time. Got right to us there, but didn't jump to the inside. Again, it's so hard because you get side by side in the 1. It's like, where do you go? How do you get off of there, you know, with any kind of momentum? Very, very tricky. Got another good run this time. That was better off of 4 that time. Hold him just about a 10th. 4 to go. Still struggling off of 2 though. I mean, we're not bad, but he's definitely beating us off of 2, like Andrew was earlier. So something that I'm doing is not quite where I need to be off of 2 for sure. Hit the fence behind us. I just about hit the fence. Had the lift. He got right on top of us. 3 to go. It's tight. I'm half expecting the like Sheldon Creed full send into turn 3 on the final lap thing, so gotta keep that in mind. Coming up on a couple lappers here, Ryan and Ryan. So 2 to go. Hopefully they don't cause any issues, don't play a factor. There we go. Popsicle sticks. 2 more good ones. A lot of lappers. Dalton as well up here ahead, so. Tyler lost a little bit of ground that time. Tyler really sailed it off in the 3. White Flag Credit One Bank, sponsor me please. Oh, that was sloppy by me. I'm sorry, that was really sloppy by me. Bad block.
I was trying to give you one.
I mean, you didn't, Brian, but that's okay.
Good win, Justin.
Thanks, man. Yeah, sorry about that. I got the fence trying to go around the 45 and thought I was still clear of you when I turned left, but obviously you got me in the left rear, so that's my fault. Man.
That's all good. That was fun.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Made you work for that one.
Yeah, you did. I'm here trying to figure out how the hell everybody got off of turn 2 so well. I could not get my right rear to hook up there for some reason. Andrew was killing me off of 2 that entire first run. I'm just watching him not knowing what the hell to do. That was fun though. Traditional Polish victory lap. We'll go watch lap 13. We'll watch the last lap, see if it was my fault off of 2 or if it was just lap car trying to pinch us off. Not trying to pinch us off. I don't think Brian did anything wrong, but again, not fighting for anything. I would have liked if he rolled out of the way like the other 2 did that we caught, but you know, can't drive other people's cars, can only drive mine, so we'll go back and watch it.
5th place finish after being wrecked on the first lap.
Yeah, we should go watch that first lap too. I forgot about that, the big wreck. Or third or whatever lap that was early on, so we'll watch that as well. I had fun. That was really fun. Obviously a great race between Tyler and I. Again, I feel bad about that block. I thought I'd gotten down and over in front of him to be nose to tail. I knew I had to cover it as soon as we got put in the fence there. Again, hit the fence, I'll watch it and let you know. But as soon as we did that, I knew we were in trouble. Couldn't let him get to my left rear because he would have just sent it, whatever he had to do down 3. I understand completely, fully understand, but hopefully he understands that I was going to cover that off, but again, I just didn't get it right, didn't time it, didn't do it early enough, so totally my fault. We'll go back and watch it though and take a look and see what happened, but we'll watch the first couple laps. We'll watch lap 13 with me, what the hell happened there, and then we'll watch the last lap, and then we'll call it a day. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. There were a lot of twists in that. Again, a lot of cautions and wrecks and mayhem for this league, which is unfortunate because, again, usually these guys are all really clean, really respectful, and we have long green runs and everybody gets to run a lot of laps. But tonight was just kind of a messy one. Kind of glad it wasn't a day race because we might have had even more chaos and carnage if it was a day race. But no matter, we will do our traditional parking here. Not going to burn it out because I want to see what our tires were like. Oh, look at that. This is probably from the last lap, though, to be fair, not the other stuff. 96, 95. Not too terribly bad. We'll go watch the first couple laps here, see what happened on lap number 3. There's Brian up ahead, gets loose. This isn't the lap, though. It's lap 4, I believe. So yeah, Brian's up here, Dennis, Michael. They're all kind of sliding around. Dennis going to the inside into turn 1. They both kind of half back out, and well, it was net code first of all, a little bit of net code. Did they all just kind of get stuck back together then? Yeah, nowhere for Michael to go. Really unfortunate. Great avoidance by Dalton, though. Geez, let's go back and watch that from Dennis's view.
Hey, Brian, I just watched the replay. I don't know if you're showing it, but I didn't touch you, man. You were loose. I tapped you after you got loose in front of me, but I did not wreck you.
Let's see if this was netcode. Yeah, definitely netcode. So, I mean, technically, again, Dennis is right. He didn't touch him, but the 45 wasn't loose. This is just netcode contact. Here's the thing, though. So, at the braking marker, Dennis is far enough up where, in my opinion, if I am the 45 car here, I'm letting him go into turn 1 just because it's not worth it, especially on lap 4, for sure. He's at your door. Let the guy go. Whatever, get it back later. Because this is what happens. You go in there, you're side by side. It doesn't take much. And again, he's right. They don't make contact, but just a netcode touch, bounces the 45 around, and then, no room to save it, no room for either of these guys to go. That's Darlington. That's a turn 1 Darlington wreck for sure. So I'm not going to assign blame, but definitely the 45 could let our dude go. And definitely Dennis could have been nicer to him. It was kind of his fault, but it's, again, netcode is nobody's fault. So this is the lap, I believe, maybe it was the next lap, that I let Andrew go into turn 1 because, again, he gets the run on me, gets to my area there. We already had some left rear damage, so we did get hit pretty hard by Daniel. I didn't realize how bad how damaged my car was, so it was already very damaged. So that is probably 25 seconds worth of damage, so that's not nothing. Anyways, Andrew's going to get to my left side here, and again, I'm going to let him go because he gets far enough up on me where I feel like, again, at the pace he's going, he can go on ahead. Shows his nose. He actually wasn't far enough up, but I let him go anyways because I'm not going to fight a car there. So he's not at the point where I feel like I'm the one that has to back out. I chose to. But anyway, so I lift early to let this guy go. I'm just going to roll in here, cycle back, and Brady decides to fill this hole even though he's nowhere near me by our turn-in point. And this is actually past the turn-in point. So he's going to go fill this gap. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And again, he could have given me a little more room and been lower, but at the same time, like, I wasn't expecting him to be there. I don't know how I actually saved this car, to be honest with you. We were sideways, did touch the wall just barely with the right rear, got straightened out, got caught up, probably did no more damage on that right rear than that. So just lucky, but I don't know where he was going to go, because even if I left him the space, we're both going to hit the fence anyways. So whatever, that is what it is. But we did have some pretty serious damage. I guess we can go look at the first couple laps here, and watch afterwards and see, well, what's the restart lap. Let's see. No, we got this here. So Daniel's hell-bent, I get it, on trying to pass. JD here off of 2 gets a big run coming for it. He's just going to sail his entry here. And yeah, runs right in the back of me. Hits me pretty square, honestly. But just completely net codes or destroyed. Whatever happened, gets my left rear there. And then, again, slides up and gets JD. And JD gets the worst of this. JD gets completely screwed. He's up in the fence and probably pretty damaged because he hit the wall pretty good with the right front. So, yeah, definitely right front damage there. So, unfortunate. But, that is what it is. Let's go look at the last lap then, and then we'll be done here. I had to go. Tyler's right on top of me, and it's not his fault, but you're 13 laps down, not racing anybody. I would have jumped out of the way here at this point, but again, that's just me. So, get to his right rear. I could have backed out of this and followed him, but I didn't know how well he was going to get off of 2. No idea what kind of tire life he has, anything like that. So I'm trying to give him space. He comes up off the bottom actually here. So he's on the apron, like too early here. You can hit the apron, up here where the dash line stop, but you can't hit it this early because you are just going to shove out like straight to the wall here. So anyways, he's on the apron, slides up, which is all good. We probably still get away with this, but he's still on throttle. I'm trying to give him room. I hit the fence trying to give him room, so I guess he didn't really put me in the fence. I hit the fence because we ran out of space, so my own fault to hit the fence there. That gives Tyler, obviously, a big run. Tyler hit the fence as well, just not as hard as I did. And he takes a look, obviously. I've lost sight of where the 45 is at this point, so I don't want to just turn left, but I also have to cover this off. I thought that I'd covered it early enough, but I mean, he gets basically to my left rear quarter and hits me right where the other dude did, and we kind of net code together there. It actually picks the nose of Tyler's car up off the ground there. Wild ass net code, look at that. Boink. But anyways, his momentum's gone, the run's gone. He has to lift, I have to lift. Brian's there, they make a little contact. So that was sloppy by my part. But again, I felt like I had to go around the outside of the 45, and again, thankfully we all got away with it. And whatever, it is what it is. So I had a lot of fun. That last 20 laps against Tyler there was a lot of fun. The first chunk of the race against Andrew was a lot of fun as well. Let's go see what happened to him. Did he get a pit road penalty, or what happened here on his pit stop? Because I'd come in the previous lap. We'll compare our pit entries here. Because I knew here that he was going to be stuck behind this guy. And so, yeah, he had to check up big time. So I decided to come to pit road while I had that space. He's going to come in here the lap after I do. Comes in on the apron in turn 3. It's all good. He's all good. Oh, he's in the barrels. Comes in too shallow. Hits the barrels. I've done this before. I admit I did this my first NIS race here years ago. So he could not get slowed down and stopped enough. I mean, his speed was good. He was at 55 here, but his angle's just too shallow. You almost have to come from a wider angle to straighten this bit out. So his speed would have been fine. He wouldn't have sped, but obviously in the barrels there, just hit him sideways. He's perpendicular on pit road. He's what's the movie with the guy that gets the thing stuck? I'm blanking right now hard. You all can yell at me, but so that's what happened to him. That's really unfortunate. We'll compare that to my pit entry the previous lap, which I thought was really strong, actually. Not perfect, but really good. So, oh shit. Nope. So I think it's this lap. So yeah, I decided we're going to come from the racetrack. We got space behind us. Brake at our normal brake marker. And again, you got to come in with this really, really wide angle if you can. Follow the line, basically. And then you can straighten this bit out once you have your nose cut. So again, it's not a huge difference, but it did help me get turned in there and make sure I was good to go. So anyways, let's go back and let's check this out. We will go ahead and check out the results so I can find my right shit. No idea how many laps we led. Apparently 46, so we did lead the most. Picked up the 4X on the last lap from Tyler, who had 18X. Quite a messy race for the rest of the field there. Everybody had incidents. I almost made it with a 0X, but we picked up some there on the last lap. Not that it really mattered. Brady did run the best lap by just a little bit over us there at the end after that second to last restart, although we came back out then and ran faster, I guess, than I had because I ran it right before he did. But then I ran faster, obviously, on lap 82, but he was faster still. So no matter. Interesting race. Again, it was nice to race with a lot of these guys, a couple of guys for the first time, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Don't want you to miss anything else coming up from iRacing. Other WRL stuff again. Next week we're going to Lime Rock. We'll be back in K5 next week at Michigan. So very excited for it. We'll see how it goes, and we'll try to have some fun. So hope you have a great rest of your Friday. The final episode of Ford Racing 2 is tomorrow. Make sure you check that out. And then more iRacing content early next week. I have a special announcement video that I'm not sure if it's going to come out early next week or not. That's kind of the plan, but I might get one more race and they'll come out Monday instead. So it's either going to be a race on Monday that I haven't run yet or a special announcement on Monday. We'll see. And then a week from tonight, next Friday, we'll have a very special stream. Don't know what time yet, but keep an eye out for that. Next Friday night, we'll have a very fun stream. Going to be a lot of laughs and a lot of good action for that one. So make sure you don't miss that. But that's going to be it from me. Again, appreciate you all so very much. And thanks to Tyler for putting all this together and allowing me to be a part of it. And glad we were able to pick up a win. So we'll be on to whatever's next. So that's going to be it. Till next time, as always. All right, bye. Damn it, I didn't click the button. Okay, anyways, bloopers.